Barton Farm on the northern outskirts of Winchester. It's a working farm and many city residents use it for recreation. A development for 2,000 homes, including 40% affordable, would add over 93 hectares to the size of Hampshire's county town. It's been a controversial project with several different applications being made for more than a decade by developer Carla Homes. The latest was rejected on the 14th of June after planning officers highlighted a range of concerns, including the rerouting of a main road. They also now had to consider the housing need for the area following the government's scrapping of regional housing targets. Over 100 people attended the meeting and not one person spoke in favour of the proposal. A vocal campaign group named Save Barton Farm has been fighting hard throughout each different application for the site. They've recruited 5,000 supporters of all ages and have taken their campaign to the streets. Basing their arguments on planning policy has given it more weight. In the run-up to the election, they gained the support of parliamentary candidates, and the new Conservative MP Steve Brine has been fighting hard for their cause since being elected. Unlike Centenary Quay, supporters have been much harder to find. Mike Emmett from Carla Homes describes how they got locals involved during the application process to try and gain support.
During the course of the preparation of the application, which was around about 9 or 10 months or so, most of last year, we held 2 exhibitions at which anybody could attend. We also have an online website and questionnaire that people were free to give us their views on. We also held seminars for specific elements of the local community.
Councillor Robert Johnson, who leads Winchester City Council's Planning Committee, also said that it had been democracy speaking.
Well, yes, in the case, because the Save Barton Farm group has been around for many, many years, and the matter has been dealt with very, very thoroughly over the years, and I'm confident that the population have been well consulted. They're making a positive contribution. It's democracy in action.
But Save Barton Farm don't fully agree.
Could you express what your views are? Never were we invited to that, so we listened as good as gold.
The group do argue, though, that their opposition has helped swing the latest decision, highlighting the positive impact campaign groups can have. They claim that they pointed things out to the council that they didn't realise, such as the flooding threat to the site. At one meeting, the council apparently needed verification that their photos of flooded fields were the actual site and not taken somewhere else.
It was very evident when we showed photographs of the flooding at the farm that the councillors were not aware of how the farm had flooded. They actually they challenged whether these photographs were of Barton Farm. We were able to see the railway line.
They said they'd never seen it.
They were astounded. They hadn't realised that it flooded in that way. The other thing they said, having visited the site that morning, and it was a very nice sunny morning, was that they weren't aware of the size, the sheer scale of it.
The group over the years has used inventive methods to raise over £20,000 worth of funds. One idea was to sell Barton Farm calendars. Not only has it raised money, the pictures have also allowed people to see images of the site in the hope it will convert them to join their cause. This Barton Farm case will raise questions about the planning system as a whole. Planners argue they need to take into account the housing waiting lists, and Carla say this works in their favour due to the numbers waiting. However, the housing waiting list system allows those that are looking for accommodation to apply for more than one authority's list, suggesting that national figures could well be counting the same people twice. The case will now go to a national planning inquiry and will be out of the control of the City Council. While the sun is still shining over the site, dark clouds could still be gathering as the uncertainty continues. All sides vow to fight on.